What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Welcome to East Tennessee and into Kingsport. So glad to have you along for the ride for the Appalachian Athletic Conference Volleyball Championship on the Southeast Sports Network. I'm Gabriel Schride, joined by Bill Popp as we get set for today's match between the Reinhardt Eagles and the St. Thomas Bobcats in what promises to be a thrilling duel. Coach Popp, the commissioner of the Appalachian Athletic Conference, so glad to have you here with us and excited to get a little look at this and what's going on around the league before we tip off this showdown between these two sides. Firstly, what a great day for a volleyball championship.
Lovely to be in Kingsport again here at the Tribe Athletic Center. We call it the TAC here in Kingsport, and it's a great venue for our championship today. See great teams about to face off here, and it's been a good tournament so far. We've got a lot of exciting volleyball.
Really, really good tournaments so far between these two sides, and just has been, it's always a good matchup in this men's volleyball tournament, but this year has been special and as close as a series of sweeps can feel. A couple of these matches have been just wild to watch, how they've come down to the wire, and I just was not expecting a few of them to be so close. Even the further seeded matchups have felt right down to the last second.
Yeah, I thought yesterday was pretty crazy. A point here, a point there. We might be in a fifth game for all we would know, right? And instead we had sweeps and but very competitive volleyball yesterday. And again, to see the 1-2 come through, that's what you want in your tournament. To see your top two teams, and obviously one of these teams will move on to the national tournament. Hopefully both of them if we get our way.
Well, and I know that this is a league that has been expanding this sport specifically, and so much talent you see there. Those are the awards for the top players in the conference this year. We've also got the all-conference teams we'll show you in just a second and flip back and forth between the two. Yeah. Tell me about the future of men's volleyball.
Yeah, I think it's strong. As you can see, the St. Thomas team's built on a lot of great players, international players, both sides, Reinhardt and St. Thomas both, but we saw that all the way through. Every player, as you see our all-conference team, every team has players on those teams, and you probably could have argued over some of the major awards for our league this year who it was. It's hard to pick out an all-tournament team, that kind of thing, So, with Johnson and Spartanburg Methodist both announcing the start, both hiring coaches and getting ready, we'll be back to 10 next year, and I think the competitiveness is just going to keep going up. As you know, iron sharpens iron, right, is what they say. And here's one of those instances where if you're trying to get where St. Thomas and Reinhardt are, you have to get the recruiting done, and you got to get the coaching done.
Absolutely, and Johnson has become stronger and stronger through every sport. Spartanburg Methodist really getting super involved with the AAC very quickly. Tell me about the future of the league in other sports, and as a whole, it seems like things are growing really quickly.
Yeah, we've just continued to be strong and hold our membership. We'll have a couple little changes this year. The SCAD Atlanta, SCAD Savannah combo goes back together, and so we'll lose SCAD Atlanta as a full member. But we're talking about a couple of new ones here in our region, and we'll see if we can add somebody. But the group that we have right now is really good, and I feel real good about the strength of our conference. But what I just said about volleyball is true across the whole spread of athletics that we have. Everybody's trying to get to the top, and when you look at the top in other sports, you talk about a Tennessee Wesleyan in baseball, you talk about a Union or a Pikeville in basketball. That's what everybody aspires to in our league. You can talk about every sport like that. Cross country, Milligan, right? You see the success that they had there. So you just look at who's up top in the league above you, and that's what you got to do to get there, and to get to the national level, you have to compete at that level as well. So, yeah, we're strong. I'm proud of this league.
The size of the conference and the competitiveness, I feel like it's really rare. It's not super common, outside of like maybe an SEC at the Division I level where you have so many members and so much strength. How hard is it to manage that?
I would think, from experience at Reinhardt years ago, I think that's probably one of the most difficult things that you do. You have to balance, resources and budgets to try to have every team be good. That's really harder to do than it is to say it. I think some of our schools have done it exceptionally well. I think there's others that are still striving to understand how those things might work out. But again, like we talked about, the strength of this league is its membership, and I can't say enough about that.
Oh, it's been really exciting. And before we get started with today's match, let's take a look back at this tournament specifically. This has been a blast from start until now, right here, about to cross the finish line. Looking back through a few days, what's it like for you as a commissioner to be able to partner with somebody like Visit Kingsport, to come to a city like this, have a venue like this for these teams that come together from all over the nation? I mean, these two teams in the championship are from different states. The closer team, a 5-hour drive? And then obviously South Florida, I don't even know, that'd be like a 17-hour drive from right here, but you have to fly in and then another few hours drive after that.
This partnership has been unbelievable. We're the envy of many across the NAI, for sure, the venues that we have here. I tell you, when we go over to the Meadowview and we play basketball and women's volleyball over there, and you can walk from your hotel room to the games, that's phenomenal. You come to a facility like this is exceptionally nice. Our baseball venue here, our softball venue here, all really good. Swimming venue here, really good. The partnership has been just I don't even know if I have words for it. If we didn't have it, I'm not sure we would look like we look. I'll say it that way.
And Coach, obviously, you don't want to get too involved on making predictions, but any brief thoughts on St. Thomas and Reinhardt, even if it's just you're excited?
Very interested to see this one because, man, is volleyball a game of flow? Like, you see like the flow of one team gets 5, 6, 7, 8 points, all of a sudden they're up 5, timeout, stops the flow a little bit, maybe it comes back. I think whoever can maintain that flow of this game and win multiple points in a row has a chance. So I'm going to say, I'm not going to predict which team. I'm going to say the team that gets on the run first, and probably the team that wins the first game in this match probably has a really good chance to win this championship today.
Coach, appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Congratulations to your office for another successful tournament.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for what you do, Gabe. I appreciate what you do for us and the partnership that you and I have. And, let's see what this championship game looks like here in the next hour and a half here for sure.
Should be a good time. Championship volleyball, and we return in just a moment from Tribe Athletic Complex.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
He's made it to 20, he's gone. Touchdown. This is it, they have to score here. We're getting underway for it. Heavy on his walk-off home run. Here's a shot to the right side. This is shaping up to be a strike right side, too.
East Tennessee, welcome to Kingsport. Today, a battle between the Reinhardt University Eagles and the Bobcats of St. Thomas. Title time, and the trophy on the line between these two in men's volleyball action. Only one walks out of here with the hardware and clinches their spot in the national tournament. I think both teams will still make it to the national tournament, but very exciting to see who will win the conference in this final showdown between the Eagles of Reinhardt University and the Bobcats of St. Thomas, who have both had just electric regular seasons and a red-hot run through tournament action. A look at the numbers between these two sides. Statistically, this is what we've seen this season. First of all, look at the overall record of these two programs. Unreal. 23-4, 22-6. 1,200 kills apiece, a dozen percent, a hit percentage of .354 for St. Thomas and the Bobcats, .243 for the Eagles of Reinhardt, over 1,100 assists both ways. Just unbelievable. Perfect, clean volleyball programs who do so well down on the boards. They're going to look to show out one more time today to cap off the conference tournament in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Introducing the starting lineups between these two sides right now, and there's so much talent in these lineups for these two programs. Excited to see them play. First, the lineup for the Reinhardt Eagles. Reinhardt is going to give the nod to their usual six. Annie Olczyk, Fong Bemi, both Fong Bemis, by the way, Declan and Quinton, Gabriel Gutierrez, Thomas Jefferson, and Mara Sharamba, all getting the nod for the Eagles of Reinhardt. On the other side, we're going to see Marsons, Diaz-Dubé, Ingram, McGraw, Perez, and Abruznik getting the nod for the St. Thomas University Bobcats. They're going to do their best to disrupt the Reinhardt Eagles and steal away the title. Can they do it? These two have come down to the line. It's come down to this final battle between these two sides that promises to be so much fun, and it's about to get started right now. So many star players on the floor, but a couple of them have just been different. Ingram is going to be my player to watch for the Bobcats of St. Thomas. Kalen Ingram has been so good this year. We'll get a look at him and his stats. Kalen Ingram, he's going to bring the power on the outside, so watch him to be problematic. Standing kind of in the center on the back of that. Hit percentage of .387 this year, 4.2 kills per set, 680 total, and 802 points in his career with St. Thomas University and the Bobcats. And our player to watch is just as electric for the Reinhardt University Eagles. Reinhardt, we're going to keep an eye on number 21, Alex Sanchez, who is quite the record holder. Sanchez has been as good as it gets for Reinhardt University. 1,400 career digs. The previous record was just over 1,200 for the NAIA in the country, so he holds that by over 200 now. 3.73 digs per set, over 2,000 receptions as of this morning, and 124 aces, which is pretty good positionally. And that's a look at our players to watch for today's matchup between these two. Very excited to get you started and hope you'll have as much fun as we will here on the Southeast Sports Network. I'm Gabriel Schrei. It is championship volleyball between the Reinhardt University Eagles and the Bobcats of St. Thomas from Tribe Athletic Complex. We tip off in just seconds to see who will take the hardware between these two sides. Tessa Corral is the head coach of Reinhardt University. St. Thomas led down along the bench by their head coach, Brino Erti. Final moments of adjustments as the lineups have taken to the floor. Reinhardt Eagles making some noise from the bench. The official dishes the ball to a Bruznik, who will get us started. And as he services, we welcome you to the Appalachian Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball Championship match. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and this is SESN. Obruznik dishes it over, and Sanchez does what he does best. Lasered, and as this one sails through, it goes long. The first point belongs to the Bobcats. Tried to float that over, deadlocked at one apiece as Obruznik comes up short. Reinhardt rolls it over the tape, and Jefferson's delivery is dug out. Ingram bangs that thing out of here. Point for the Bobcats. Great play by Ingram. Pounded off. Returned and fired through. St. Thomas takes another. It's 3-1. Really nice start for St. Thomas. Returned over the top by Sanchez. Obruznik to Ingram, who hammered that, and it's out. Good delivery. I like that they're trying to get Ingram involved early, and that's a no-brainer. There's a reason he's their player to watch. He is as dangerous of an attacking threat as you're going to see. And this taken by the Bobcats. Floated across, returned. St. Thomas just popped it over the top. Reinhardt banged off the floor on the one-handed jam. Fired that long, and he keeps it alive, but it's going to sail out of here for a cat point. I think the best thing about this tournament specifically is how much fun these guys have. It is always such a fun time. The environment brought by these teams. Rolled over the tape, Ingram on the service. Fired through, still alive. Good return to the front. Finessed it over, Sanchez is there. Gutierrez trying to hammer it through, and it's rejected up front. Stamp it and overnight it back where it came from. Bobcats off to a nice start and just able to paint the corner to keep it going. This hits the hardwood. Reinhardt takes the point, keeps it close. Sanchez. I don't know how he kept it alive. Right near the table, Gutierrez flipped back to Alex. Ingram to Obruznik. Hammered off of his delivery. Not a chance. Eagles fired it long and it skips through. Trying to run that down. That's great effort. Just can't get to it in time. Really love to see the hustle play out of Cameron Gray, the junior from Cincinnati, Ohio. He transferred from Ball State. This comes up short. St. Thomas continuing to outpace the Reinhardt Eagles. Arturo Diaz-Dube, the junior from Miami, will service. Sanchez, back across, fired off the block, and still alive in the bench as he dives for it. Couldn't get to it. Gutierrez to serve. Fired that through dugout once, and then it hits the floor. 11-6, St. Thomas. Kalen Ingram was again the player of the year. Ingram helping power his side back to this championship game. Obruznik to service. St. Thomas claims that. Tessa Corrales was the coach of the year. Reinhardt University again being led to the championship game by her strategy, the way she approaches match in and match out. And here they are, a chance to take the hardware, everything on the line between these two sides. And St. Thomas would love to do nothing more than to shut that dream down early by taking set one in commanding fashion. They're well on their way to doing that right now, but they have to keep pace as Reinhardt, if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. They've got a lot of gas in the tank. They trail 12-6. Obruznik. Back underway. Good couple of fakes, but it's rejected up top. About 3/4 of the way through the match, Ingram, the player of the year, was hitting over 500 against Warner. He'll service again. Short. Been a nice piece as well for St. Thomas this season. Rafael is from Caxias do Sul, Brazil, transferred from Grandview. Brazilian went back inside, pinballed all around, it's loose, and that point to St. Thomas. McGraw, the outside hitter. Fired through, and Obruznik can't gather. Reception error. St. Thomas and Reinhardt both earned 3-0 victories on Thursday and Friday in Appalachian Athletic Conference tournament play. Finesse that over the top. In danger, Eagles get this off the block. St. Thomas takes it anyhow. Quick change for STU. St. Thomas and Reinhardt here in the championship match. Reinhardt claimed the title in 2024. St. Thomas took it last season. Another rematch between these two as this one paints the boards. That's sauce. St. Thomas separated early and never dropped their edge in the semifinal. Reinhardt almost got that. Sanchez lets it go for an Eagle point. Bobcats finished yesterday with 43 kills, 11 aces, and a .318 team attack percentage. Warner had 28 2 aces and 203 as a team. St. Thomas gets this. Ingram led St. Thomas 17 kills, 21.5 points. Marsden's added another 10 kills and 12.5 points, but Warner paced by Ramon Rudolph. He had 10 and 15. First set turned quickly when St. Thomas used an early run to build on multiple Marsden's kills and a service from Sapragic to move in front. This goes for an Eagle point. Right now, feels a lot like yesterday. St. Thomas pretty much doubled up Warner in the first set and never let him back into it. Although it was much more competitive in sets 2 and 3, they never got back into set 1, and sets 2 and 3 felt like it was really clean for St. Thomas all the way through. Obruznik to Ingram, fired to the back line, and that goes. Bobcats, a rope finds the floor. Life stayed within range deep into the final 2 sets after Reinhardt ran a similar script in set 1. They took it commanding fashion in the semifinal. Then the Life Eagles stayed right with them. Gutierrez bangs it off, kept alive. STU to Ingram, player of the year. Can't finish that. He gets it right back. Set up, looking for the dunk, and the two-handed jam for RU. Reinhardt built an early advantage. Thomas Jefferson had a service ace and several timely kills and then closed the set 25-19 after a Life attack error. The second set, the tightest stretch. Life extended rallies and stayed level late into points, but 2 aces and late kills helped Reinhardt edge the set 26-24. Gutierrez, what a floater. How did they return that? Unreal athleticism by STU. and he can't get it done twice. Picking on their man in the back. Michael Marsden's the graduate student from Pembroke Pines. That first play was wild. Full sellout, one hand, dug it out, returned it over the top, just couldn't keep it going. Rolled over the tape. Fired long, and the point for STU is it's deflected. Reinhardt had a narrow cushion but finished the match 25-22 in the third set after a late life attack error. Backside, a banger delivered by Thomas Jefferson. Pen to paper. Good reception. Finesse through, still alive. Reinhardt dropped it over. Obruznik across to Ingram. There's the attack, and this goes for St. Thomas. Good deflection up front. That's exactly what you want to see out of the Cats if you're a fan of them. Bobcats, watch again. Right there. Perfect work up front over the top of the tape. Getting elevated and reflecting that is Ibrahim Perez from Miami out of Matter Lakes Academy, a freshman. Obruznik drops it in. Eagles off the block, and it falls to the floor. Reinhardt trails by 6 in set 1. Short. Senior from Rogał, Sabaki, Poland, doing work. Annie Olczyk has been very good for Reinhardt all season long. Negrau off the service, just dug out. And a perfect drop in there by Kalen. Pulled out from being finished off right on the edge of the floor. Cameron Gray, the junior, kicked it across. Kalen Ingram finished it off. St. Thomas leads 22-14. Goes long, the error gives Reinhardt another. They trail by 7 in set 1. Forcini sends that long as we exchange service errors. Fired that off and it rolls through. Couldn't receive as that is an absolute howitzer delivered from up front. Right off the service, Reinhardt dished it to the front line. Banged that one off. No way he could have collected. Obruznik to the center of the floor, off the block and out for a Bobcat point, and it's set point on the line. The player of the year, looking to wrap up set 1. Finesse to the backside and off the block. Hammered long, and this is out of here. They take it. Set 1 goes to the Bobcats of St. Thomas. St. Thomas leading 1-0 in Kingsport, Tennessee. We'll return with set 2 shortly on the Southeast Sports Network.
if you know that I want the best for you. I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that the big homie needs help too. You can't just rebound from everything. I know you've been grinding.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. I wonder why we waited so long. I'm not wondering anymore. Love, your mind. Let's see how far we can go.
It's time. Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
The men's volleyball tournament has come to a head. It's the championship match between St. Thomas and Reinhardt. St. Thomas Bobcats claimed set one, commanding fashion, looked really good, race to the finish line. Reinhardt looking to turn the tables under the direction of Tessa Corrales in set two. Quick moment, these guys get together and talk it out. What a great matchup this is for a conference championship, to have players that are so iconic in Ingram and Sanchez on the floor. These two claimed so many spots in the league awards. Fired long and dug out. Bobcats, the two-handed jam by Thomas Jefferson, declares it a 1-0 lead in set two. Off the block, Tommy J, look out down inside. He's writing his own story from the middle hitter position. Gutierrez, dug out of Brusnik backside. Good delivery, but Reinhardt keeps it alive. Fired through by Thomas J. Thomas Jefferson has independently taken over in set two. Fired this one somehow over the back line. How about the power on that? Jefferson has it roll over. Gutierrez dives for it, but Negrao, the sophomore, is able to get that one all the way over the top. And another Reinhardt point. Eagles are red hot in set 2. Goes long. Good floater, one-handed jam. Too easy, it's automatic this time for Reinhardt's Eagles. Just got elevated and finished that off perfectly. It was set up for him. Banged it off up front, no chance of blocking that as Quentin Fongbemi, the sophomore, finished it off. Dug out by Gray. Gutierrez. Finessed over the top. St. Thomas in the first set hit 550. 550. Reinhardt 107 in set 1. They jumped out to an early lead in set 2 and extend it there with a good shot. That's a really nice delivery. Serviced over by Ingram. Eagles were ready. Dished it up perfectly, fired through the block. Brusnik just lofted over. Sanchez back up front. Off the block and out. No saving that for Cameron. (7-4) lead with Reinhardt's Eagles. Quick change. Hayden Lichty, the 6-foot-tall junior out of Clemens, North Carolina, graduate of West Forsyth High. Sails wide. Reinhardt's got him doubled up, 8-4. Sanchez now. Just rolled that over the tape. Fired off the block. Reinhardt Eagles over the top. Dished again for Gutierrez, who hammers it through to the boards. Gutierrez, just a perfect delivery right down the side of the tape. Reinhardt advantage is 5. Cats get one back. Finessed across. Off the block. Reinhardt's Lichty keeps it alive. Gutierrez. Returned Obruznik. Finesse through. Just along the tape. Eagles put it up. Jefferson saved it. Violation inside against the Eagles. Thomas Jefferson. Bang! How about Tommy Jefferson? And almost kills the official on the corner as that goes for a Bobcat point. Somehow it finds the floor. St. Thomas has crawled their way right back into this. And Reinhardt, still in the lead, needs to get a run going and hang on to the advantage. You don't want to let them be neck and neck with you with how efficient they are, how clean of volleyball St. Thomas and the Bobcats play. Sells out for the play. Gutierrez looking for the jam, and it is buried by St. Thomas up front. Brusnik doing the work. Fired off, still alive. Cameron poked it around. Ingram banged it over the top of Thomas. Gutierrez the floater. Return gently. Gabriel gets it right back. Hammered off of Cameron. That thing is out of here. See you later. Great power on the strike. Gutierrez takes it right back. Smashed that thing to the end line, and there was nothing they could do. He'll now service for the Reinhardt Eagles. Fired off of Reinhardt's man, and it brings us within one again. To me, it feels very crucial that Reinhardt keeps that lead. Trailing a set to nil. Hammered off the block. Tried to dunk it, and what a bit of finesse up top. Just feathers that one across. Thomas Jefferson getting it done. Backside, hammered through. Staying within one again. Zero reception errors in the first set for St. Thomas. Gutierrez lets it go. Very well done as that sails to the end of the floor. Long delivery keeps us within one. Ingram hit 500, Negrau 600, Marston's 500, all in the first set. 4 blocks in the first set by St. Thomas, 1 by Reinhardt. A lot of errors, scattered production in set 1. Reinhardt's been much cleaner in set 2. Poked into the air, and Cameron sends it up front. Still alive, a battle, one hand apiece up there. Brusnik found his man Ingram, and that is buried into the floor. For the first time in our second set, we're tied at 13 apiece. St. Thomas is cleaning this up. They started cold. They started out of composure. They weren't running their system to open set 2, and they've cleaned it up since. Reinhardt maintaining the lead. They have yet to trail in the second set. Well played. Gutierrez fires that one through, but the point goes for St. Thomas. Deadlocked again, our second tie of set 2. Going nowhere with that. Eagles able to keep that lead. Now Alex Sanchez, the all-time leader in the nation for digs in a career. Brusnik hammered off, and that's going nowhere. 16-14, Reinhardt out ahead again by a pair. That's exactly what the Eagles need to do. They need to stay calm, composed, not be intimidated by the build and the composure of a team as good as they are in St. Thomas and the Bobcats. Flipped over. Fired long, and it paints the tape for a Bobcat point. We're within one. What an interesting second set this has turned into. Feels like a boxing match, and these guys are unloading. Popped into the air, almost hits Old Glory. The player of the year banged it off of him, and it goes for Reinhardt. Oh my goodness. Somebody get Sports Center on the phone. Again, bang, just inside the line. That's one way to score. And that goes just over. The officials are trying to figure out where to give the point. The public address announcer said point Reinhardt. They're arguing. The officials telling coach, no touch, no touch. Brino is saying, you said you had the touch. You said you had the touch. Eagles players are chanting no touch. Timeout taken by Brino and the Bobcats of St. Thomas. 17-15. The lead on the wings of Reinhardt.
The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
Back with more men's college volleyball, a barn burner in Kingsport, Tennessee. It's the Appalachian Athletic Conference Championship between the Reinhardt Eagles and St. Thomas Bobcats. Real close call on a point before the break. Reinhardt took it as we're served back underway, and the player of the year buries that one a brick right to the boards. Eagles are getting a couple of changes. Fongbemi's back in. Reinhardt's also sent Mameni onto the floor. He's from Tehran in Iran. Good delivery by Brusnik. Dug out by Sanchez, who put it up front. Thomas Jefferson fired through by Fongbemi, who just came in. I thought we were going to see Thomas Jefferson put pen to paper and drive that to the floor. Instead, the fake. Again, watch how brilliant this is. Jefferson sells it really well. Fongbemi just strikes that right through, a lightning bolt inside of the line. Backdoor, banged off, still alive, run down by Gutierrez. Sanchez just lofts it over, Cameron controls. Obruznik to the player of the year. Alex Sanchez again, and this is out. But what an effort by Reinhardt. Eagles lead by 2 in set 2. And the St. Thomas Bobcats do not want to take their foot off the gas in this second set. Good delivery, it goes long. Almost able to paint that back line. Backdoor, Ingram off the block, poked out, Gray fighting for it, it's out of here. See you later. 21-17, Reinhardt leads in set 2. The Eagles have to close quickly because St. Thomas will storm back if they leave that door open a crack. Obruznik dives for it. Ingram just sends it over. Gutierrez dished it up. Blazed through to the floor. Good power on that strike. Reinhardt tees it up perfectly. You can see him just sail, follows the ball to the net perfectly, and hammered to the floor as these two sides will take a break in Kingsport, Tennessee. 22-17, Reinhardt leads the Cats.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Hammered to the floor. St. Thomas gets a point back. They're within 4. Cameron Gray to service. He's looked really good early. His effort is wild. Reinhardt pulls it out. Back across, fired over the block, and able to drop it to the boards. 2 away from evening us at a set apiece. St. Thomas and the Bobcats do not want to let that happen. A boat race to the finish line between these two. Reinhardt Eagles short. Player of the year. Back to the end of the floor. Ingram just got that over. Teed up and banged off of him. Obruznik to the center. Delivered long and wide. Reinhardt has set point on the table. The Eagles of North Georgia looking to take a set back from the Bobcats of South Florida. Fired through long, and St. Thomas still within striking distance, just trying to find their way back from a deficit. No question this club could put together a 4-0 run without trouble. Hammered over. It's loose. Gutierrez somehow regathers off the bleachers. Sanchez sends it to Ingram. Calum. Bang! Through. Unreal. Cats get the first of 4. Looking to storm back on that run. Really good power up front. Lasered it off of a pair of players. Sanchez straight into the air. Gutierrez, bang! Reinhardt takes it 25-21 in set 2. And what a fun second set. And we've got a championship bout on our hands in Kingsport, Tennessee. He just couldn't control it. It's 1 set apiece between the Bobcats and the Reinhardt University Eagles in Kingsport.
It's time.
Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
In Kingsport, Tennessee, it's the Appalachian Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball Championship. And this match has already been a thriller. It's a set apiece between the Eagles of Reinhardt and the Bobcats of St. Thomas. Fired through to the floor early. Jumping out to the lead in set 3. from the front. Good fake, banged off, and Bobcats even us. Fired long, and this results in the Bobcat point. Somehow able to find the floor. Cameron Gray, nice effort. Bang! Through by the player of the year. Ingram has just got power on that swing. He's so fun to watch play. Service back underway, 3-2. Off the block. Finesse through, and this finds the floor inside of the line to deadlock us at 3. Rito and Corrales both shouting out at their rosters on the floor. Fired long, kept alive. Reinhardt. Dunked! Oh, what a play. Beautiful delivery inside. Danny Olchuk from Poland buried it right to the boards. And returned over the top. It goes wide for a Reinhardt Eagle point. Popped off him. What a play by Sanchez. Hammered up front, and the Bobcats take this one. Reinhardt's had quite the year in athletics. Brand new athletic director trying to make his mark on the iconic program and looking to win some conference-wide hardware for his success. Sanchez does the job. Sent long, and as it rolls beyond the end line, that's going to be a point for the Cats. Short. Fired over the top and dug out. Hammered through to the floor. Deadlocks us at 6 apiece in our third set. And we're already tied 1 set apiece between these two sides. Fired, and it goes long. Reinhardt takes that. This is a laser delivery, painting the line to make it 7-all. This has been very much back and forth between these two. This goes for Reinhardt Eagle Point. Short. Delivered over the top. Faked and banged off the block for a Reinhardt point. They're out ahead by 1. That comes after the service error moments ago. Gutierrez going to work. Wow, how did he keep that alive? Sanchez hauled that up off the floor. Might as well have pulled that thing out of a hole in the ground, but not enough. Flip to the center, and it's going to be rejected by the Cats. Well played. Set 2, the turning point. Reinhardt's Fongbemi can't drop that into the corner. It's 11-9. Set 1 was total St. Thomas domination. 550 to the 107 hit percentage of the Eagles. Then Reinhardt 480 to the 214 to the Bobcats in set 2. They went from inefficient to nearly unstoppable. But right now, set 3 control and close. Kind of where we're at. St. Thomas is hitting much better. They're hitting 500 right now, actually, in this third set. Reinhardt hitting 222, but they're winning on volume control. They're having fewer breakdowns. Reinhardt, more kills, more attacks, more digs. 31-27 on kills, 62-56 on attacks, 22-13 on digs. They're extending rallies and creating more opportunities. But St. Thomas, that better overall hitting percentage, 375, 274 through the course of the match. Better blocking, 264. And less volume, they lost control after set 1. They were really in control. Volume and pressure did it in set 2. Swings, touches, chances, winning the rally count. St. Thomas Bobcats banged off. Gutierrez keeps it alive, can't run it down. Jacob Annie, 8 kills. Gutierrez, 8 kills. Thomas Jefferson, 5 of the 571. Reinhardt's not relying on one guy. Can that team get it done? Kaylin Ingram's got 13 and hitting 550. The best on the floor, the player of the year. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, St. Thomas Bobcats leading in our third set, 13-10 against the Reinhardt Eagles. Fired up front, and this finds its way to the floor. St. Thomas takes the point. They lead by 4. Reinhardt is trying to turn this into their kind of match. They want the long rallies and more swings. That creates more pressure to finish and be effective. Hammered off up front. Oh my goodness. Fongbemi, an orbital strike. He goes up top, comes down with his full body weight to finish that. Poked it right up front and banged off. No stopping it. Good feed to the backside, and it's going to paint the back line, 15-11. Short. A dozen now for the Eagles. All the way into the air, going to be centered up. Nice delivery. Cameron Gray to the front line. Obruznik across to the player of the year. It's dug out. Gray again. Obruznik tries to force it over. Looking for help from Kalen, who sends this, and it's going to be tipped on its way out. Great strike of the ball by Ingram. Marzins from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Follows up that kill by Ingram. Reinhardt Eagles back through to the center and hammered down to the boards. Oh, baby. Nice push. Sanchez going to keep it alive. Reinhardt perfectly delivered. Gutierrez puts it over. Gray keeps it alive. Still going. Bobcats return it over the top. Reinhardt Eagles, a laser strike down the line. It's wide. What an exchange. Look at that. How did he dig that out? That's crazy. Great hustle play. Cameron Gray sliding across the floor, one-handed. Man! Service error. Bang for the end line, and the Bobcats uncork that one. They lead by 4 in set 3. Obruznik. Short. Service errors are killing them right now. That first set was as clean of a game of volleyball as you're going to play. They're still playing really well, but just making mistakes. Banged off the block. Reinhardt takes this. spent some time in downtown Kingsport last night, had a great dinner. Visited a couple of the shops. What a beautiful town. I can't recommend visiting Kingsport, Tennessee. Visit kingsport.com to book your trip, book your adventure today. I always stay at the Meadowview Marriott when I'm here, and it's awesome. I'm not a big golf guy. I like golf. I have clubs, but I never go. I go a couple times a year. But man, and I've never even golfed at the Meadowview, to be honest, but I love waking up and looking at the golf course and having a cup of coffee and just hanging out. It's beautiful. Visit kingsport.com. And with that, a break on the floor. It is currently 20-16. The Bobcats leading the Eagles of Reinhardt in Kingsport.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Everybody out in force for this one. 20-16, Bobcats leading Reinhardt in our third set. Deadlock to set apiece. The Eagles off the blocker up front. Back door. The Polishman fired through and banged out of here. Great power delivery. Reinhardt tees it up, tried it, couldn't get it, kept it alive. And look at that. Just absolutely hammered. No receiving that. 3-point set. Cats through, and they get one of their own. Same game plan. It works for them as well. Fired that through with authority. Reinhardt making the quick change. Battle up at the tape, and this sails. 22-18. Somehow finesse through. Backside, St. Thomas sends that off the corner, and they're within 2 of wrapping it up. Set 3 hanging in the balance. Reinhardt needs a quick, rushed 5-0 run. Fired long. Cameron Gray dug it out of Brusnik. Center of the floor, pinballs around, and Reinhardt gets one back. We're within 4. That goes as Reinhardt celebrates again. And a timeout on the floor in a 3-point third set. One set apiece already. Deadlock between the Bobcats and Reinhardt Eagles. Russell's off the net. The error makes it set point for St. Thomas and the Bobcats. Set point for the St. Thomas Bobcats. It's going to go long. Reinhardt back within 3. A lot of pressure. Sanchez to service. Fired through down the tape, and this goes. And that means that set number 3 belongs to St. Thomas University and the Bobcats as they're able to finish it off in electric fashion. They lead 2-1 in Kingsport. The championship is on the line.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't.
Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
I'm Mauricio Cuevas, defender for the LA Galaxy. The best performance requires the best training. That's why we trust AstroTurf. AstroTurf delivers unparalleled ability, safety, and playability, ensuring every match and session of training is fast and exciting. As a proud partner of the LA Galaxy, AstroTurf continues to provide world-class surfaces, fueling the future of the game.
This is how we got to the championship bout between these two. St. Thomas crushed the Bruins on day one. Reinhardt rolled through WIU. Yesterday, the Cats handled business against the Royals, and only one set of Eagles could make it to the championship, but really good dogfights in our semifinal games. Now we're here, the 1 o'clock championship Saturday. Two sets to one, the Bobcats of St. Thomas lead. Reinhardt is trying to get this from behind. St. Thomas roared through the first set. They were red hot. Reinhardt has heated up since then, but unable to take set 3, and it feels like they're on the ropes to me. Stats might tell a different story. It would be a long fight back from behind to take the victory. We're underway with set 4. Bobcats can close out the championship in this 4th set. Early freebie. Take that all day long. Hammered into the air and returned across. Couldn't knock it through, and it rolls to the boards. 2-0. St. Thomas won that 3rd set because of their efficiency, and then just the one dominant offensive force in the Player of the Year, Kaylin Ingram. Fired long, and it sails for a Reinhardt point. They're out ahead 3-0. That's a good start to set 4. St. Thomas in the whole match hitting .384, 40 kills on 73 swings. Reinhardt hitting .205, 35 kills on 78 swings. Reinhardt's had more opportunities, but St. Thomas, through the course of the match, has made better use of theirs. Banged off of him, still alive, returned to the front, tried for the jam, poked up, floated over. Good fake. Smacked off of the man for Reinhardt. Sanchez. Out of here. Cam Gray can't control. Reinhardt is out ahead 4-0 in set 4. That thing was gone. That efficiency gap. Too many empty swings for Reinhardt so far. Too many inefficient sequences as we get the error. He could afford a couple. But Reinhardt's had 19 attack errors. St. Thomas has had 9. 10 free points throughout the course of the match, which is huge, obviously. Fired through, and it hits the boards. Set 1, St. Thomas hit .550. They won 25-16. Then it flipped. Reinhardt won set 2. They hit .480. 25-21. That was the best stretch of this match for them. Set 3, it swung back to St. Thomas. .440 hitting. They won 25-21. St. Thomas reestablished control offensively. Now they seem out of sync, but not right there as the Player of the Year. A lightning bolt paints the back line. Kaylin Ingram has got 20 kills. He's hitting .630 right now. Cam Gray, man, .630 is crazy. Flipped over the top, that's just nuts. Here he is again! Bang! Kaylin Ingram has taken this match over. If St. Thomas wins, give him the MVP. Fired long and dug out, and this time they can't pick it up. Reinhardt's got some fight left in him. The Eagles must win this set to keep the championship match going. 6-3. Gutierrez and Reinhardt, a lot of volume, not as efficient. Gutierrez has 10 kills, he's hitting 227. 8 kills for Anielczyk. High volume, not as efficient. Fongbemi's been good, Thomas Jefferson's been good, but they're not getting enough touches, obviously. Fired through and it rolls over the floor. Reinhardt extends their lead. St. Thomas 16 service errors, Reinhardt a dozen. Banged up top. Floater, finessed off the block. Well played, but St. Thomas takes it. Eagles make a change. Good delivery. It's going to end up going long on him. St. Thomas Bobcats within 2. Reinhardt's got to keep the momentum going. They got to keep getting lucky plays. They've got to keep it hot. They've got to keep digging deep. They've got to get good energy. They've got to extend rallies and force mistakes and make big plays. As they'll hustle for this, it's kept alive on the back line. Eagles just going to wind up and send it over. Cam Gray-Obruznik fired to the floor. St. Thomas within 1. And that proves my point right there. Reinhardt's got to extend. They've got to stay calm. They need a little bit of luck and a lot of control by making big plays. If you let St. Thomas get out in front, you're probably not going to be able to control this set. Kaylin Ingram, the player of the year, hauled off the floor, dished backwards, and this one is called for the Cats on the violation of the net. That's going to send us into a timeout between these two programs. A little break needed as we're deadlocked at 7 apiece in set number 4. The match on the line. The championship hardware up for grabs.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device.
Back in Kingsport, this rolls over the floor. St. Thomas in the lead for the first time in our 4th set. And that's problematic for Reinhardt. They do not want to let those Bobcats hold on to this lead for long. Fired short, equalized again. Fired through to the floor. St. Thomas deadlocks us at 9. St. Thomas has that full set cushion. That just puts so much pressure on Reinhardt. Floated through and banged off the block. Eagles are doing a nice job of just keeping pace. Alex Sanchez. Fired through for the back line, and it sails right to the tape. To the corner, Reinhardt just paints it right over the boards. Pulled off the ground by Gray. Banged off the block. Sanchez puts it up front. Good finesse. Almost touches that to the boards as there's a collision inside. Popped up. Floated down over the twine for the Bobcat point to deadlock us at 11. Brewster. Sanchez delivered to the front line and off the block. That goes out for a Reinhardt Eagle point. It's a dozen to 11. Coach is not happy about that. Running it back, this is what he's arguing. If you watch, right there, he says that was inside of the tape. Real close, hard to call. We don't have time to watch it back again, but you get the idea. Ball don't lie, it's a dozen apiece. Short. Really keeping pace in this fourth set. Good feed, Ingram banged off of Reinhardt's man, and the Eagle won't be able to run that down as we're equalized at 13. Great delivery. Fired off of him, and we are just throwing howitzers back and forth. Good opportunity at the net for Reinhardt, who takes a 2-point advantage late in our fourth. Fired to the floor, nothing you could do to dig that out. A rocket for Michael Marsons. My goodness, somebody get NORAD on the phone. fouled out. Floated through and sent back toward the front line. Banging it around, and he couldn't keep it alive. How about that? We're equalized again in our fourth set, 15 apiece. Kaylin Ingram, the player of the year for the Appalachian Athletic Conference, to service. Sanchez got low for it. Fired off the block. Cameron Gray to the front line. Bruznik to the back door. Marsons blitzed that. Sent long. Cam Gray popped into the arrow. Bruznik for Ingram. It's off the block, but out for a Bobcat point. They're in the lead in our fourth set for the first time. Slowly coming back. Pushing their way out in front. Ingram services. Pulled off the floor. Gutierrez couldn't finesse it through. Another point and a great play at the net by those Bobcats. Not a power play. It really felt like a finesse play, even though it's a block. Gutierrez had a good touch on it and just rejected right in the center. Now Ingram will service. And it rolls backwards for another St. Thomas Bobcat point. They are 7 points away from wrapping this up in Kingsport. We'll see if they can do it or if Reinhardt can come from behind in a moment in set 4.
All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
We're back in Kingsport. Set 4 of the championship match in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Kaylin Ingram, the player of the year, dealing heat, a 3-0 run for the Bobcats. The team from Miami Gardens keeps it alive and sends it back over. Gutierrez to the front line. Reinhardt Eagles. Ingram into the air. He slides and keeps it going. Ingram over the top. Down through, and the Bobcats reject him up front. What a sequence. St. Thomas is on fire. 4 unanswered. And what a way to take the point. Absolutely wild. Back and forth and back and forth. Reinhardt dug it out, sent across, banged off, and the Cats able to take that. Wow. Well-deserved Sally. They lead 19-15, make it 20. They can taste championship hardware. Reinhardt is still in this. They've got to stay calm. You played some clean volleyball today. You got to go on a big swing right here. It has to start at this moment. 5 unanswered from Kaylin Ingram in the row. Cut the run. Dug out. Reinhardt Eagles. Sanchez floats it forward. Pushed over. And there it is, 21-15. All Bobcats. Kaylin Ingram, 6 unanswered points in a row with him serving. The player of the year howitzers this into Sanchez. Center of the floor, Gutierrez, it's wide, and it's a Bobcat point. 7 unanswered points straight for St. Thomas University. They're feeling it. Reinhardt has got their final chance here to keep the match alive. Dug out, across, fired through, off the block, and this is going to be an Eagle point. RU gets one back. They cut the 7-0 run. Now you need to have an incredible run of your own. Their best run of the day, 5-0. And he'll check. Over the top, the Polishman delivers. Gray, backside, Marsons drops it onto the floor. 2 in a row for the Reinhardt Eagles. Eagles trail by 5. Gotta have a massive run, gotta keep it going. Delivered, it goes wide for a Bobcat point. They're just 2 away from taking hardware with them on the plane back to South Florida. Marsons to deliver. There's the iconic man with the digs. Banged off the block. Across to the backside, fired. Couldn't get it through. Gutierrez pushes it back up front. The fake, deflected, almost hits the boards. Trying it again, Gutierrez through. Reinhardt gets another back within 5. But St. Thomas much closer to the finish line. Alex Sanchez, short. 2 dozen now. St. Thomas Bobcats are facing set point, match point, title point. The Appalachian Athletic Conference Championship on the line. Served long, Reinhardt takes advantage of all the pressure. They've trailed by 5 since they had that 2-0 run just a bit ago. A couple of back and forth moments. The pressure growing. Reinhardt Eagles service. It goes wide. St. Thomas wins. St. Thomas wins the AAC championship. 25-19 in set 4. The Bobcats win the hardware in Kingsport. Congratulations, St. Thomas University Bobcats. St. Thomas Bobcats win the 2025-2026 Appalachian Athletic Conference Championship for men's volleyball with an impressive showing. An absolute battle from beginning to end in this tournament. A lot of fun to be a part of. We appreciate you tuning in and joining us on the Southeast Sports Network. A big thank you to Bill Pop, Jay Stansel, the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Visit Kingsport, all the teams, the coaches, of course, sports info staff who made all this possible by providing stats, rosters, and so much more. Great seasons for these guys and all of the clubs in the AAC. Thank you for trusting us to bring it to life for you for free, live, and in HD. So much fun for us as well. That's going to wrap our coverage from the Appalachian Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball Tournament at the Tribe Athletic Complex in Kingsport, Tennessee. We'll be with you next year. We'll also have full coverage of the baseball and softball tournaments coming up in May, and look forward to having you along for the ride for that. For these 2 programs, all the fans, everybody here, our entire crew, I'm Gabriel Schry saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee, where your final score 3-1, the Bobcats of St. Thomas win the AAC title. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material and will be available for replay inside of the Apper platform where you've watched it.
My West Hollywood story is exploring the iconic boulevards, endless shopping, and beautiful galleries. Inspiration is endless in West Hollywood. The neighborhood tells stories of established and emerging artists. You will find fashion and styles from all over the world here. A California sunset is the perfect way to end our day. We will take VIP tickets to this show every night. Our vacation is just getting started. This is our West Hollywood story. Come and find yours.
Some might ask, what's the hurry? But if it's the difference between getting McDonald's breakfast and settling for a Big Mac, well, run like the wind. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's like that. Got him and stays fair.
Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we bring it to you. It's like that.
You don't have to wear a uniform for service or sacrifice. Every day, ordinary Americans perform extraordinary acts of courage and selfless service. Please join us in recognizing citizen heroes who have made a difference in the lives of others through their acts of courage and selfless service in communities across America. Nominate a citizen hero today at themedalofhonor.com.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Tony, what do you think?
Quincy, it's 2 a.m. You have school tomorrow. Get some rest.
See you tomorrow, Saquon.
You got it, Quessy.
His name is Quincy. The crowd goes wild.
Hey, Quincy.
Quincy! Your son's fantasies are going to destroy my house. Spin move! Quincy, take the snap! Hike! Here comes Fred Warner! I'm open! He's got Jefferson! Alright!
Hit the gritty?
Nah, hit the Quincy!
Where is that boy going?
Nobody was little
Oh no!
Bring it, little man!
Cam Jordan!
I'll see you tomorrow, Quincy!
Quincy's in trouble!
I got you!
He pitches into Saquon! No! My ball!
That's on you, bro. Besides, I'm not even real.
Is this your ball? What's your name?
Quincy.
Quincy. I'm OC. I know that look. I know that dream. I had the same one. See, Quincy, doesn't have to be a dream anymore. Doesn't matter where you're born, as long as you're born to play.
Just making sure you were real.
The sound.